Tell them how you feel about the song. I love that there are people singing the song. They already know the music, which is awesome. And last night when y'all said we're going to do some new music, everyone's like, yeah! They were so excited. And I think we're all just waiting. We cannot wait to see what's coming.
We're excited for you guys to see it here.
Yeah, awesome. Somebody else had a question. Yes, sir.
I just wanted to know, you guys said it took y'all took y'all time to do the EP. How long did it take, and how did y'all know that it was like complete to release?
How long? I think we. When was it? A year? 2 years? Yeah, 2 years. I mean, working, really taking our time. It wasn't even like we gotta put this EP out, but it was just like, oh, I like playing with you guys a lot. Let's make some music. And so it was kind of just like, oh, in our spare time, we're just working on these songs. Nearing completion. It wasn't like we had a date that we needed everything done by, but it's actually like a really emotional thing to know when it's done. Like I can just feel it. And I don't know, it's like when I don't know, it's all corny, whatever. When I cry when I hear it, I'm like, oh my God, and I know it's done. Like I just feel it. Again. Yes.
Yeah, I have a question too. I might be like the only person who's actually heard the Computer Love because y'all did it at Essence. But as creative people, are there any songs like from today's music or from the past that you just go like, damn, I really wish that I would have wrote this song? Like, is there anything like that, maybe in the genre of like a cover or anything that you all wish that y'all would have wrote?
I've never actually thought of anything like that. Like, I wish I would have written that. But there's a lot of stuff that we really love, and I'm just grateful that someone else did it. Like, that's in the world for me to hear. Yeah, for sure.
Hi, I had a question. Hearing you guys live last night was like the best thing ever. And the first thing that came to mind to me was the emotions. And I want to know, who were your musical influences?
For me, probably one of the stronger ones was Stevie Wonder, and then you have Donny Hathaway. But I came from a school of jazz, so Bill Evans changed my life completely when I was 12, and really into storytellers, Joni Mitchell and Cat Stevens. I mean, all across the board, there's so many influences, but I think it's been really fun to see how it comes out in King. There's you just listen to everything, and it's just so funny to hear little hints of things coming out in the music. Just it's really big melting pot.
Yeah. Paul McCartney. I'm a big Clark Sisters fan. I don't think anybody touches their nobody.
Yeah.
So black gospel. We grew up, black gospel with jazz too. Yeah, I like Herbie and Wayne Shorter. It's amazing. I really like fusion, Chick Corea, and I love Pat Metheny. That's my favorite. Mike Stern, Alan Holdsworth.
Any other questions? Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I think you guys have a sound that's all your own. How would you categorize or describe your sound, and how has it been navigating in the music industry?
Oh, it was funny. Someone told us that it sounded like, what is it? LSD R&B. It is kind of hard to define. We weren't even really sure what to call it, and there's been a lot of hybrid names. You have electro soul or future soul or what's it? Intergalactic soul. Just so much. I don't know, but there's there are so many different influences. Your second part of the question was, is it hard to navigate? It's almost to me, it's just however you see it and however you interpret it, it's fine. As long as you love it, and if you relate to something else along with it, that's totally fine with us. It's just whatever makes you, however you see it. But to us, we do acknowledge that it is something different than just traditional R&B or traditional anything really.
Right, and I would say that whenever I tell somebody about King, they're like, well, what does their sound like? Come on, just listen to it. You just got to listen to it and feel it. It's more of a feeling as opposed to describing a sound.
Can I ask how any of you guys would describe it? I'm really curious.
And let me say this: as I was listening, there were some, on SoundCloud it has the comments or whatever, and the comments that I've seen and the descriptions that I've seen is, life changing. Thank you so much for, your sound and your uniqueness and your it comes through. The passion and the love for music really comes through. And like I said, it touches more than just, our ears. It's like every sense that we have, it reaches to that. So, yeah, that's pretty much what I say about it.
A lot of people might consider your sound somewhat like highbrow or whatever, just really sophisticated. Are there any like mainstream artists or people might be surprised that you guys are into or even remotely influenced by current artists or whatever?
Oh man. I mean, like, I like all the, like, I love Rihanna, I love Beyonce, as far as like,
I mean, being lovers of music.
yeah, like,
you know.
I listen to a lot of hip hop too, like a lot of, like Alchemist and Jake One and Mobb Deep, like all of them.
Co-signed by Dave Soul in the back. Yes, ma'am.
You all have beautiful spirits. I think that's why it's so easy for us to connect with you all. But because Hey made me love again. So how do you all?
Again, wait, everybody.
How do you get into your zone when you're performing? So how do you get into your zone when you're performing? Like what do you do mentally when you're on stage and you're in front of people and this is Atlanta and everybody's waiting on you? Like what goes through your mind?
I think just trying to be honest, just really step on stage, like, you're in the shower, kind of, not literally, but really being yourself. Like, I think it speaks volumes over any type of, like, choreography, like, like any type of dance move or anything, or just really, like, being yourself and being honest in your art. Like, we try everything, like, we write, we try to be very, and, I mean, like, it's a zone, but it's, like, a Paris, Amber, and Anita zone.
And that's just like what we try to share on stage, like any type of like eye connection or anything. We're just jamming like we would in the studio. So,
Robbie.
Two real quick. On the first thing, you're absolutely amazing. Like you just make me feel like you just make my whole body smile. But as far as your live show, like with the new music, do you think you're gonna go with the same format of two up front in the playing, or are you gonna incorporate pieces or whatever you do? I don't care. It's fine. I just want. Like incorporating like other musicians, maybe. I don't know. That's the question. And the second one, how did you feel when you met Prince?
First question, we're open and we're excited to explore different ways to do it, but right now we're having a blast still getting to know each other, and I think that it's a really cool thing to really show people it's almost like you guys are looking at a representation of how the music was made, and I think that's pretty cool, especially, you guys know us, but as an introduction to a lot of other audiences, I think it speaks volumes that it's the three of us on stage, we're doing all the music, we're doing all the singing, and it's really just and meeting Prince was awesome. He's hilarious, actually, he's really cool.
We were at the show in he invited us, in that email where he asked if we wanted to open for him, he invited us to North Carolina to see one of his 21 nights there. And, like, we were in the crowd, we had this, like, little VIP little table by the principal stage, and he walks into the room after the show and looks at me and he's like, you weren't dancing.
she was dancing so hard.
That was the first thing he said, you weren't dancing. He's a hilarious dude, he's a really great guy.
And how many people, it's funny, you said North Carolina. He actually came from North Carolina to come see you. So, yeah. What, Ned? What's your question?
Until you said that you did Computer Love, I haven't heard you do any covers. So was that kind of strategic so that people could only identify with your sound? or did you do covers on your shows before you have more music?
We have a few covers that we do, but I don't think it was a strategy necessarily.
Just, you know, we have kind of, at this point, you guys are waiting for the album, but we've been performing the album. We have a lot of songs, so we just really kind of been excited to share that stuff with you, but have been more recently, you know, exploring other songs too, so.
We do like All Day Sucker by Stevie Wonder, Paul McCartney, Junk, and
Some Steely Dan.
Yes,
Yeah, we play around with like a lot of fun music, but Computer Love, I think the genesis of that was buying a talk box and then like falling. I really
With the success that you've had in being co-signed by some of these big stars, including Prince, have you had to deal with people jumping on the bandwagon or people approaching you trying to kind of hijack your sound to make it different for their own successes?
God, no, I don't.
Not
yes, I mean we've been so fortunate to really we've made some great friendships and everything has been really positive so far. You know.
Yeah, it's been a really great journey. Pretty much everybody that we've come in contact with has been really cool. I haven't really heard anybody actually.
There's only one Paris, so I don't think anybody can, I don't know, do what
You
she
can't
does.
really hijack authenticity. Like, they may try to make a song that sounds like them, but when it's created, like, that's something that's specific to the people who create it, you know, I think, so. Any questions in the back? I hope I'm not ignoring you guys. Yes, Ron.
All right. You all said that you reconnected, bumping into each other in LA. And in August, Eric Roberson said that he bumped into you all in a restaurant in LA. First question is, where do y'all hang out? And the second one is, we heard Eric's side of that, but what was that like in meeting Eric Roberson?
That's actually a really funny story.
Because we don't go out really.
We
stay in the house. So this is why this is so amazing. Is when people come out to see us because we don't go.
But you know, I was at work again, and we just finished the EP. We didn't even put it up yet, and I had just ordered 100 copies of like the physical CD. And I worked, like the office was like near a mall, and I was just like at the mall in the restaurant. And I called Amber, and I had like 1 or 2 copies in my purse. I was like, yeah, I think Eric Roberson's at the table like next to me. Like, oh my God, that's so crazy. And I just like walked over to him, and I was like, hi, this is really weird, but I'm a musician, and like we really love you, and you want a CD? And you know, gave him a CD, and then he listened to it and was like, wow, this is really awesome. So we've just been cool ever since. But it was, I don't know, it was just really such a random encounter.
I had a question about your writing process. Do you typically write the songs initially, or is it kind of more of a jam session thing where you just play around with some music, or a hybrid of both of those?
It's probably a hybrid of both. I mean, every single song has its own like unique creation story. Like none of them have ever been like kind of created in the same way. So sometimes it'll be like, oh, I have these drums that are really like, you know, the walls like sit there, and they'll kind of sing over it, I'll play over it, or it'll be someone has some lyrics, or someone has a melody, or there'll be like a keys part, but it's never any like one formula that, you know, the song's coming from. But it's really been cool because they all have their own home, and they almost are all like their own, you know, little island or something.
Okay.
I lost my mind when I heard the instrumentation in Supernatural at the end. Does anybody in your past play any instruments in school besides singing, of course?
Have we played instruments? Yeah, like we did like violin, viola. I didn't stick with any. I tried to mess around with stuff, but
I played keys. I've been playing since I was like 2. And yeah, I think other instruments, viola, clarinet, those, I didn't really stick with those either, but just any kind of keyboard, I was like there. I was like totally into it.
But as far as like the horns and like in Supernatural and that, Paris really arranged that.
Yeah, it was a great horn section, the regiment horns. But yeah, no, just, you know, they're awesome.
Yes.
This is a Paris question. So I'm assuming you don't work that job anymore? Okay. So because a lot of us creative spirits, we end up doing stuff that we're really passionate about while we're at work. So describe the moment or the feeling that you knew or that you had when you knew that you were going to be able to leave that job to do something that you feel like you were truly put here to do.
You know, it was really, it was a great job, and it was a job where I had to have like a lot of interactions with like Herbie Hancock and Wayne Shorter and George Duke and all these people just being at the job. That's like kind of what we did. And so I didn't really necessarily want to leave that bad, but it got to the point where they were all seeing everything that was going on. They're like, maybe you should go so you can really put your 100% into it. So they were great. And we're still in touch and still hang out, and you know. But I think when it just got to be too much, when they could tell that my focus was really going way towards, way towards King, they were supportive of me.
And that's a kind of a unique story, because generally those of us who are, well, not in corporate anymore, but they are in corporate and are kind of focused somewhere else, aren't still working in their passion. So you were still in music, at least. So yeah.
It was great to have people kind of around that knew about the path and really supported me that way.
Let's see, I'll get your question as well. I want to play one more song and then take a few more questions, and then we'll close up. What song do y'all want to hear?
Hey.
Let's hear Hey.
Live.
Can the lights go down?